Swansea, Arizona. A ghost town's rise, fall, and preservation. Once, Swansea stood as a testament to human ambition, a thriving copper mining town built to impress. Investors poured in, drawn by the promise of riches. George Mitchell, a visionary but flawed businessman, shaped its foundation. It was a booming town, a remote part of the desert, but Swansea rose too quickly and fell just as fast in 1912. Lawsuits, mismanagement, and crushing force of the desert sealed Swansea's fate. Now, only broken remains whisper of its past. Why must Swansea be preserved? Because history fades without a keeper. The furnace, the beating heart of Swansea. The fire that once roared inside this furnace melted raw copper into wealth. A 350-ton capacity furnace, a marvel in its own time of 1909, now sits in ruin. George Mitchell envisioned this as Swansea's powerhouse, but even flames cannot withstand time. The Bureau of Land Management has fenced off what remains. More is needed to be done. Without preservation, even these ruins will disappear. Power plant and reverberatory furnace, industry's engine. This reverberatory furnace refined metals from ore, giving Swansea its economic lifeblood. Unfortunately, industry means nothing without sustainability. With preservation efforts dwindling, Swansea's industrial past is at risk of being lost forever. Beneath the desert floor, men toiled in darkness, battling heat and uncertainty. Swansea's mines were productive, but they were also dangerous. These mine shafts are gaping reminders of forgotten workforce. Thanks to modern preservation efforts, bat-friendly grates now cover these deadly drops, preventing further destruction. Lawsuits plagued the town. Workers were injured and lives were lost due to negligence. Worker cottages, life in the desert. Imagine 6 to 8 men in a single room, enduring the relentless 120-degree summer heat and freezing winters. Swansea wasn't just a workplace, it was a home for those who bet their lives on copper. Over time, roofs have collapsed and the walls have eroded, but restoration efforts have begun. These buildings deserve to stand, telling the human side of Swansea's tale. A thriving town now silent. A mess hall, a general store, and company offices. Swansea wasn't just a mine, it was a town full of life. A town built for prosperity, reduced to rubble. These were company homes. Adobe walls once held families together. Now, time reclaims them. Signs mark where life once flourished, and picnic tables offer visitors a glimpse of this history. And the Bureau of Land Management ensures these remains can still be explored. Railroad track scales and station, the lifeline of Swansea. The copper ore was weighed and measured and shipped from Swansea. The railroad connected the town to the outside world, bringing survival, prosperity, and later destruction. When things came to an end and Swansea closed, the employees pulled up the tracks, claiming their wages in steel. A thriving community dismantled by its own people. The desert reclaims, but history remains. By 1937, Swansea was abandoned, swallowed by the relentless desert. The hard labor, laughter, and the dreams were all gone. Yet, history does not have to vanish. Efforts to preserve Swansea continue, ensuring that the future generations can walk the grounds and hear the echoes of the past. Swansea, a town too big to survive, but too important to be forgotten.